Hello, home and school. We are back with our second Spotlight on Specials interview, and we are so happy and lucky to have our brand new music teacher, Mr. Caleb Dinger. Hello, Caleb. How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Looks like you get a day off from the kids today.
I suppose.
All right. Well, Caleb, as you know, we do these just as a way for our parents to get to know the specials teachers during this year where we're not able to be in the school, we're not seeing each other in the hallway. And so, we're super excited about you joining the CKS faculty and really just wanted to take this opportunity for the parents to get to know you a little bit better. So,
Absolutely, yeah.
so let's just start kind of with the basics. Tell us a little bit about yourself, kind of background, what brought you to CKS?
Sure, yeah. So, okay, to start with, I moved to Nashville in about 2013. I went to Trevecca University and graduated with a degree in music. I'm a bachelor's degree in 2017. And been a staff accompanist over there for a couple of years. Then started my master's degree at Boston University online and finishing that up in December. And so how my connection with CKS though is that a CKS alum, Austin Hester, is my cousin. I married into his family a couple years ago. And so his mother runs Room in the Inn. And so that was kind of the connection that she shared this opportunity with me, and I jumped right on it. And I'm really excited to be here.
Oh, how cool. I did not realize that connection. It's such a, it's Nashville's getting to be such a big city, but there's still that small town feeling. Everybody has a connection to, to Christ the King, it seems.
Definitely.
Cool. All right. So talk to me about what's your goal as a music teacher? What do you want the kids to get out of your class? They get to see you a couple times a week. What is your hope for them? What do you want them to get out of your class?
Absolutely. Yeah. So I want to, as a music teacher, help students find their individual, unique voice, and also discover how their unique individual voice can help connect with the world around them. So I like to think of teaching music as both like windows and mirrors. So like I hope to create an environment where students can like see themselves in the music and the lessons and the curriculum, and help develop their own sense of identity. But yeah, also like I hope to be able to use music as a way, as like a window into their surrounding world, from like our local community, and also more like in a global sense as well. So yeah,
I love
see
that.
themselves and then also see the world around them. So,
I love that. Well, my youngest is in pre-K and he comes home singing the songs and dancing the dances that he's learning in class. So it's clearly sticking with them.
good, very good.
So we all had to quarantine this year, right? It's been a funky year. So talk to me, what was your favorite quarantine activity of 2020?
Okay. So I did a lot of these remote musical collaborations. So I would like, in my home studio here, I'm in my home office studio here. And in my little office here, I would record like a little keyboard part, and then I'd like send it off to my friend who would record some drums. And then I'd send it off to another friend who would add some guitar, and we'd like put all the videos together and put it into like this one thing. And it was just really fun. Like, it was really cool to like do these remote collaborations. And I'll tell you, like, it's definitely been difficult not being able to play live music with friends as much. But it's also been very beautiful to see how we can adapt and still make music in other ways.
I think that's so cool. And I think it's so true that it kind of forced a lot of us to be more creative, right? To kind of think outside the box and do the things we love, but in a different way.
Definitely.
I don't know though, Caleb, that's putting my my crafting to shame. Collaborating from a distance, that's pretty cool. So Caleb, if you could meet one musician, living or dead, who would it be and why?
Ooh. I have to say Herbie Hancock. Do you know Herbie Hancock?
I do.
Okay. Yeah, so jazz pianist.
Yeah.
And so I know he's getting up there in years, and I really want to meet him. And not only just to talk like just jazz piano and like nerdy music stuff, but like also just to hear about his life experience, like from like, playing with Miles Davis and like his very, diverse career and collaborating with other artists, but like also his experience in like, you know, being a jazz musician through just the civil rights era and everything. Just so yeah, that's I guess who I would choose. Yeah.
All right, kids, time to go download some Herbie Hancock. You can impress Mr. Dinger with your Herbie Hancock knowledge.
Yes, please do. It's good stuff.
So let's take it to, you know, what most of the kids are listening to. What's your favorite top 40 song right now?
Okay.
Pop, country, whatever, but what would be your favorite top 40 kind of radio song?
Right. Oh, wow. You know, I'll say there's two. Okay, so first I'll say I like "Holy" by Justin Bieber, Chance the Rapper. But you know, "Watermelon Sugar," Harry Styles is always a good go-to jam for me. You know,
that's one that gets stuck in your head.
And I know, yeah. And like all the TikToks and the memes and everything, like you know, yeah. So.
Okay, all right, you heard that, kids. All right, so this last question is really for the kids. If you could give them one piece of advice to make their experience in your music class the best it could possibly be, what advice would you give them to kind of lean in and get the most out of it?
Yeah, I would always say, always participate and try your best. Even if you aren't always quite sure if it's the right answer or if it's the right technique, I always recommend just go for it and give it your best. I believe that the best way that we can learn, especially in music, is by doing and by acting. So please don't be afraid to volunteer and participate. We're all learning together and we'll all be better because of it.
I love that. And you know, what a break from a difficult year to have such joy in a music class and all of our specials classes. So we really appreciate what you're doing for our kids, bringing them your gift and your talents and just making the day a little bit better for each of them.
Thank you so much.
Well, thanks for being with us today, Caleb. And everybody, I encourage you to reach out to Mr. Dinger. Parents, if you get a chance to meet him in the hallway one day when we're all back in, say hello. We're so grateful to have you and welcome to the CKS community.
Thank you so much.